What is up, everybody? We had a little curveball thrown at us with the main event here. I didn't know Krylov was sick. I don't know when it was even announced. I was putting my son to sleep, and then I came out. I was like, oh, crap, I better get behind here. I said I was going live tonight for a discussion. So here we are. We got Andre Muniz versus Brandon Allen. This is going to be an interesting fight, I think. Um, Brandon Allen showed some improvement, very well rounded. I was having this discussion on MMA Bet Club Live. Um, and the Twitter live, the Twitter space, how Brandon Allen is so well rounded, but it's almost like sometimes when you're so well rounded, um, you got to be disciplined. Know when not to do something that you can physically do. Know when it's not good in the game plan. Um, Muniz is not really someone you want to make that mistake with. So it's going to be really interesting to stay here because Muniz is dangerous in his own right. We should go live on Instagram too. But I think the submission game Muniz is going to be a lot here. Diego, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, brother. Brendan All In Allen walking to the cage. They threw a fast one by us, didn't they, Diego? I thought the car was okay tonight. I don't know. What do you guys think? I thought it was okay. Um, there was some, I know that this is kind of a big build up for next week. So Brendan's from South Carolina. I was just visiting North Carolina. It's real nice up there. Yeah, me too. Me too. But Diego, a lot of these fights have a quick turnaround. Maybe they even throw it on UFC Vegas to 85, 285. We'll see. Looking forward to breaking this one down. I thought that Tatiana Suarez looked pretty good, by the way. Her head position, she did break her neck though, so I really can't fault. Maybe some stuff's going on. The courageous young lady. Um, head. I thought that Montoya had a good game plan. For the most part, with defending, just keeping her head out of position, try to create those back scrambles and everything like that. But Tatiana, good for her, man. That was awesome to see. I have a 5 fight parlay running this fight. Oh, let's go. Head, body, head. There you go. Head, body, head, body. Up. I used to call that up and down the ladder. Oh, Mike, what's up, man? What else we had? What else went on tonight? That was good. My underdog of the night didn't do well. Oh, he kind of did well. I thought he was kind of fishing for that guillotine, Rafael Alves. But man, that looked like a strong guillotine a couple times. Tough fights all around. I think these Apex fights are pretty cool. I know a lot of people crap on them, the size of the cage, whatever. I think they're cool. I think they are cool. The size of the cage does make a difference for those of you who are wondering between the pay-per-view cages and the Apex. Allen walking in, this should be a solid. Yeah, it should be a solid fight. Like I was saying before, Mike, um, Allen's well-rounded. Um, against somebody like a Muniz, it's almost like when you're well-rounded and you could do so much, you have to know when not to do certain things. And I hope he doesn't get ahead of himself here, coming forward, exposing himself to a right-hand takedown submission or something like that. You got to know when not to do things that you can physically do. That comes with discipline, comes with drilling and coaching for the most part. But I've been in situations where I'll never forget one fight, and the fighter jokes about it too, where we were working his jab. He needed to get behind his jab. He needs a jab. He needs a jab, and then he opens up a round with a flying Superman punch, and I almost jumped in the cage and held him down for his opponent to submit him. Wow, Andre's walking to the cage right now. I didn't realize Muniz was so tall. Love to watch fight there. Yeah, I have never watched fight there either, Diego, but I know from people there, it's pretty neat. It's very comfortable. This reminds me of a Mike Perry. My size don't matter. You're right. You're right. I just didn't realize he was that big. But Mike Perry, you remember when I fought in Patterson at those smoker shows? I'm sure that's what the Apex is like. It's like a big smoker show, where everyone kind of crowds in, but obviously it's a lot more organized than those were. Oh yeah, I remember this coach. He comes. This Muniz comes from a great camp in Brazil. I wonder if he's managed by Alex. I think he is. His coach originally coached the woman who just beat Kayla Harris. Coached a lot of good Brazilian fighters. Powerful striking coming. Yeah, there were some great fights in Patterson. I remember when I first started there, they couldn't do mixed martial arts. So their mixed martial arts fights was the first round was boxing, the second round was kickboxing, and the third round was grappling. You had boxing, kickboxing, and grappling slash jiu-jitsu all in one fight. That's mixed martial arts to me. I think they still have those once in a while, Mike. Although John Carlo took it to the next level, he started doing some bigger shows. Good for John. Actually, I spoke with John Carlo the other day. He's doing well. They don't change these to a 5-round fight. There's no way. Do they? I guess we'll see. What else you guys like tonight? Those who are watching. Tickets are like $1,200 a piece. Yeah, that makes sense. I believe I believe I believe it's like pretty sure it's less than 1,000 seats. So they got to make their money back. But it's their land, so but they either way you gotta put the lights on, right? 33 to 27. I'm never one for age, probably because I'm older now. I mean, granted, 33 is still in your prime. There's Bruce Buffer. I had a beer with Bruce Buffer once. I was like, so cool. We were in Orlando, and they told me about how he does his best to sell the shows when he's in there, and clearly he does. Everyone knows Bruce. You know that Bruce and Michael Buffer did not know that they were brothers? For those who don't know Michael Buffer, he does the boxing, did the boxing, did the WCW main events. Um, let's get ready to rumble. I believe they're half brothers. Little trivia there. It's time. 3 rounds. All right, it's not a 5-round fight. I was wondering about that. I think like if it's like a certain amount of days before, they'll switch it to a 5-round. Delray Beach. He trained down here. He trains at Killcliff. I didn't know that. So that's a good camp. We know that. I know a lot of guys over there. The a descendant of American Top Team's rivals, the Black Zillions, twice removed, I guess, because they were Sanderson before that / Combat Club. As I've been learning about the business of MMA, good for you, Diego. The more sense it makes to hold events at the Apex. Super effective. You said it, man. You said it. I mean, people are watching. People are watching. I would really like to see their ratings with this, and the pay-per-views, especially now that they're so much more expensive, and especially now that there's pirating and stuff like that. I really would like to see the ratings difference. I was actually learning about the Nielsen ratings. I don't know how much that applies with streaming anymore, but I was learning about like it's like you get a point for every. I know I'm saying this wrong already, but it's like every 500 households, 500,000 households watching or something like that. And you can't split back and forth with it. It doesn't count twice. I learned that because I'm reading a book on WCW right now. And their big thing was to beat WWF/WWE in the ratings war. All right. So now we have them open up. Muniz in the southpaw stance. It's so always funny whenever there's two people, one person's in a southpaw stance. I never know who it is right away. I have to take a step back. Like, oh, something's funky here, you know? I don't see anyone trying to establish the outside foot. And as I say that, Brandon Allen shifts laterally to his left. So he's trying to establish the outside foot, which is the right thing to do against a opposing stance, opponent, so to speak, different stance. If I'm if I'm Allen, I'm going to try to get my head offline and land that right hand. Kind of takes you out of harm's way, as well as it shells you up a little bit. Kind of lowers your stance. Nice body kick by Muniz. Didn't set up though. Those are hard to set up against that, but they're open, so you don't have to. Nice front kick by Muniz. Allen seems to be establishing the center. That's a good thing to do. That would make the better striker open up a little bit because you're establishing the center. Good front kick to the knee by Muniz. Ooh, question mark kick by Allen. We're really throwing those kicks down and back. Yeah, something along those lines. One of my courses went over it, but as you mentioned, streaming works different. Yeah, that's cool, man. I wish I was in the school like you were. There's a head offline right hand, and it looks like it connected by Allen. A little flurry. I'm not really listening to obviously I'm hearing myself talk right now. I'm not really listening to the announcers. Another lead right. I don't have anything against listening to the announcers. I just sometimes choose to have the sound off, listen to myself. There's a nice little shovel punch by Muniz. Didn't really connect anything. Now Muniz is taking the center, holding it there. So it's a little different to feint. It's a little difficult to feint. Nice spinning back kick to the body. It's a little difficult to feint against nice straight rights there against opponent with an opposite stance. It's a little less to sell there. So my feint always was, but I was always shorter and I was a wrestler, so this was more effective for me anyway, as I would just do a quick level change, try to keep it up. Okay, I like how Allen is throwing his right hand at different angles. It's giving Muniz stuff to think about, different ways to defend it. And then after that, he throws the body kick. Very good. So Allen's not swinging for the fences here, which is discipline in itself, something we were talking about before the fight. Not a lot of head movement, though, when he's taking the center. That's something I wanted to see. I was talking about earlier. Oh, there it is. As I say that, head movement to a right hand left. Not feeling good about this one right now. Oh, there's a little hook, lead hook landed by... Oh, good exchanges. Allen keeping the center. That might be winning him this round, to be honest with you. That's ring. I'm not saying the right term. It shows ring presence, ring dominance. Now Muniz taking the center. If he can keep it here for the next... Oh, connected. We got to remember it's a damage game, right? It's a damage game. Who showed more damage? Who showed more dominance? If there's no damage scored, takedown defended. That's interesting to see Muniz go for that takedown right there. Ooh, nice body shot. Almost like an excuse me body shot. He didn't plan on that happening. But I do like how Brennan Allen is keeping his head offline when he's throwing that right hand. That's kind of what opened up that body shot. That little... Was an eye poke there? So now that he's successful, Brennan Allen's successful with opening up that head offline right hand, definitely follow up with a left hook to a straight right all day, because now your opponent's will be looking for different things. Even if it doesn't land, it scores, keeps your distance. And Muniz being the taller fighter, what's worse, eye poke or low blow? I gotta say eye poke. Eye pokes are funny. That's something we can go over in between the round there. I'll tell you about that. But I've had some bad low blows as well. But if they're the same amount, so to speak, I gotta say eye poke. Straight right. Muniz should try to throw some straight kicks to the body, just get his distance back. And not throw one punch at a time. 1, 2. There's a body kick, straight body kick. All right, so eye poke or low blow? That's a great question, Diego. So low blows, I've had low blows where my legs have given out. I've had some bad low blows before, but you kind of recover from those within time. I mean, granted, there's been some. I've heard of horror stories with low blows, but then when you have eye pokes, the thing is, not only does it like scratch your eye, it like when your vision gets bad, it gives you like a headache. I can't even explain it, like because your body's naturally trying to focus that eye, and it's like, and like I've had bad eye pokes to the point where I've thrown up, and scratches the retina or the cornea or whatever. Um, it's just they really suck. I actually am giving that round to Muniz. It was a close one, but he defended the takedown. It looked like he landed a little bit more. He showed a little more cage control in the middle, or cage control is against the fence. I'm sorry, I'm not saying that right. He showed more ground coverage. I have to look back when I covered the Pajeda fight. Ring control, ring dominance, or something like that. It's in the rule book too. Go to abc.com, ABC Boxing or something like that. All right, here we go. Round 2. Let's see what adjustments were made. Again, with the adjustments on the calf kick's good, but that's tough to do against somebody in opposite stance. Kind of keeps you open. Okay, so Muniz led with that head kick. What does that do now? Leading head kicks, yes, okay, they can knock you out, but also it keeps the opponent's guard up. It keeps him close. If his hand's got to be close to the face, exactly. If the hand's got to stay close to the face, it opens the body and it stops your opponent from punching. It takes weapons away. That's why leading a head kick is very effective if you use it correctly. That makes me feel good. I hope you're right. 11 for 70. Yeah, there you go. Allen staying poised, staying disciplined. Feeling out that look for a jab hook there, a little empty jab hook spinning. See, that's the stuff that can get him in trouble is that spinning back elbow. You see when he's almost connected, countered with a left hook. See, counteroffensive is tough, and that's what Muniz is going to do. It's almost like looks like he's letting Allen start the exchanges, except for that knee there. He's letting Allen start the exchanges and just countering off for it. Maybe the corner saw Allen resetting slow or hands coming down to when he comes back, something like that. I didn't notice that before. We'll look now. Oh, I saw it there. There's a nice another body shot to knee. Allen's keeping it pesky, keeping the center of the cage. Oh, nice kick there. Nice inside kick. That's something the game has changed with. There's more calf kicks involved, lower kicks. Somebody like me would have hard trouble adjusting with because I come forward so heavy. Lead left hook, lead right hand. Didn't do anything to set up that takedown in Muniz there. You got to punch first. You got to put hands in his face. If you don't, okay. Now look, he did all that hard work for Allen's takedown. This is why that all started from up top. He didn't throw hands first. He just shot. I call it a blind shot. It's not cool. It's not that though. You got to put hands in their face. You got to give them something to think about. He didn't do that there, so he just telegraphed the takedown. El Wagman said she might be eating her words. It's okay, El. I had Muniz too. So actually, this is going to be interesting. Let's see where, because Muniz is pretty tough off his back. He's got the length, could extend Allen. Allen's playing it tight though. Nice elbow. Yes, he does. Period. I'm live now, guys. If you want to tune in or even join! Explanation point. Yeah, these guys are working there. This is tough work right here. See, this is something I want you guys to watch, you fans watching here. If you're watching this tomorrow, the back end of round two, this is tough work here. This is where you don't stand up, even though it looks like there's a lot. Okay, and then a pass happens because it's tough work. Allen with the pass. So Allen's winning the grappling exchange now. Yeah, that reversal killed him. That's what I'm talking about, Diego. He did all that hard work for Allen's takedown. Five seconds, a little too late for Muniz, but he's still staying on top. So I got Allen up 2-0. Stay composed. I wouldn't throw away the third round necessarily though. The first round was close. All right, they're showing the connection on Muniz here, but there was a really good flurry by Allen where he had that body shot too. I mean, according to this, looks like there was more damage happened. I don't know exactly when. Here we go, round three, the final round of the night. We said discipline would be the key here for Allen, and he is showing it. He is showing it. The exception of those resets that Muniz is trying to score on. A little more conviction in Muniz's stance to open up round three. He knows he needs the round, maybe even the finish. Keeping the center. Allen playing it safe. Need a finish, not looking good. Yeah. Allen looks a little heavy on that front leg. You see, Muniz needs to throw 2 and 3 punches every combination. There he threw 4-5 and he connected on 3 and 4. And he needs to respond with more punches. He needs to finish every exchange. That was the story of this fight, really. Who's finishing the exchanges? Connected there. Every time he throws 2 or 3 punches, Muniz lands. Nice body shot. Allen going to the body very well. See, he just threw the front kick there, and Allen kind of just stayed off. I would just stick to the boxing right now. Throw the hands if I'm Muniz. Allen's just standing in the front, making Muniz do something. Do something, man. That's what he's doing. Both corners must be pretty confident who's winning this fight. Kill or be killed. Yeah. Muniz should throw those lead high kicks again. Open something up. Nice right hand by Allen with the head movement. Another nice body shot. Muniz throws 3-4 punches, lands one. Just enough to keep Allen off him. A little conservative this round for sure. Double jab there. Yeah, Muniz needs to open up more. If I'm Allen, I would just try to score to the body straight. Just straight punches to the body. Keep him away. You winning. Oh. Caught the kick. Nice takedown. 2 minutes left. This is tough. He's in side control too. Oh. Looking for that arm triangle. Missed it. Muniz is staying flat. See, this is the problem with the bottom, everybody. You cannot stay flat. You see how he's staying flat and he's not really doing it. Okay, now he's working in to try to replace, but see, like, he's got the wrong, maybe he's fatigued. He got the wrong leg up here. You got to try to get that left shin in across the belly, but he can't do that if he's flat. You got to work in to get. Pumpa used to say to us, F is in flat, F is in something else that's not good. And then he got mounted there and almost to an arm triangle. Back to the arm triangle. Get in the back now. Muniz looks frustrated. Oh, wow. Wow. He's got the chin in. Muniz has the chin in. Minute left. A lot of time for both guys. Oh, thanks, Diego. That's cool. Love how I'm able to see the fight. Yeah, thanks, man. Just cupping the mouth there. Chewing clocks. I'm winning this round. It's pretty tight there. If Allen extends his hips, this is where you work on hip pressure to get that choke in. Tap. There you go. Wow. Very good for Brendan Allen. What a big win. Seriously. I know he had ups and downs. A lot of people didn't think that, but this would happen. But he did what we were talking about earlier. He's well-rounded. He knew when and when not to do the stuff that he could physically do, and that's what he did here tonight. Great performance. Great performance. And he kind of kept it simple, too. Isn't it? Sometimes less is more. It's a lot of, like, I know sometimes, like, this was a great fight for both guys. He caught that body kick. That's tough to do. You see, this is why he caught that body kick, which led to the takedown. So this is why leading with a head kick is less dangerous than leading to a body kick in mixed martial arts, because leading to the head kick, you can't catch it like this. You get knocked out. But you have to block a head kick, so you at least have a second to either back away, or you could your opponent backs away, or you could throw something behind that head kick to keep his hands away. Now, if you throw the body kick like that, you what do they say? Sometimes to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs. You could absorb that, even the damage, and then go for the takedown there. I've done it. I've had to do it because my striking was suspect, so I just relied on my wrestling, and that's what happened here. So that's a great fight by Brennan. It could be interesting to see what they do with him next. He did dominate him. Did not see that happening. Actually, I know a lot of people that were very confident in this fight. So it's going to be interesting to see on Bennington is what happens, because we didn't do too good tonight. But yeah, I mean, it's not like Muniz really did bad. He was just a little bit. He didn't react after the punches. He didn't do anything after. He wasn't counteroffensive. That was the adjustment that shouldn't. He kind of was, but every time he threw multiple strikes, he landed and he scored. Should have kept that up a little bit more. Maybe not in the first round. Maybe he was waiting for the mistakes to come his way. I thought that's what was going to happen, but he should have counterized. He started to counter a little bit when he saw the corner. Like I said, the corner probably saw the reset, saw the hands coming down here. But I guess Allen, just like I said, stayed disciplined, kept it simple, made it count. He got greedy when he had to, and he scored everywhere that happened. It was a great fight. That's what I got, guys. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.